and Mason and Monroe Railroad.
Hi, I'm Bill Hodges, and we're here at the Lebanon Monroe Railroad with conductor Bob.
Hey, how are you? Hey, welcome.
Bob is the conductor on this great railroad. Bob, where does it go, and why do we have these Union troops here today?
Well, once a year we do a Civil War reenactment, so we're going down to Camp Dennison, and that's where we're going to see a couple Civil War skirmishes. But there's going to be a surprise on the train.
There is.
Yeah, you got to. I can't tell you what that's going to be, but there's, something's going to happen. So just.
Now, is this a Union train?
Yeah, we're going to have. It'll start out with Confederate troops on board, but then I'm afraid.
It will.
Yeah. I'll just have to tell you, there's a train robbery.
Now, I see people lined up to go on this train. How often does it run, and where does it go?
We run almost every weekend, starting in spring with Easter Bunny Express. We run all the way through to the North Pole Express. And most of our trips, we just go about 5 miles down the track, and we stop at what we call the Lebanon Mason Monroe Junction. Nice picnic area, big field down there. That's where we're going to have the Civil War battle today. But that's where we hold all of our events.
So, when you're on a train like this, what year does it the train itself?
The train's a trip back in history, because our passenger cars are from the 1930s. They were built by the Pullman Motor Company up in Chicago in 1930, and they were interurban commuter cars. They used to have the electric stuff on the top.
Wow.
So they could go one at a time, but they got rid of all that to reduce the weight, and now they just have to haul them together. And our locomotive's built in 1950, so it's an old piece too.
To me that we have some guards on the train today. I noticed some Union troops sitting out there. Are you part of that detachment?
No, the troops are here because they have a payroll. There's a payroll on board, and they got troops guarding the payroll. Actually, I'm traveling by myself. I'm going to the New Haven Firearms Factory in Connecticut. The Henry Repeating Arms.
Oh yes, I've heard of that.
And a special letter from the President, Mr. Lincoln, he wants to sign a contract for more of the weapons to be distributed in the Army.
Now, are you going out there to see whether this is a good weapon or not, or are you an arms expert?
Oh, my President actually has tried it himself. He's really impressed by it. He's no stranger to a firearm, and he likes what he sees.
And your name is?
My name is Major Mays.
Major Mays. All right. Nice to meet you, Major.
Same here.
Enjoy the train trip.
I'll just keep this under wraps. I don't want everybody to hear about this.
I'll keep this quiet at least for a week or two.
There's a lot of Confederate copperheads in this area, and I don't want to get word on what I'm carrying.
All right. Thank you much.
You're welcome.
Now, you're traveling to where, Mr. Farmer?
I'm traveling on the train to go grab some horses.
Some horses?
Yeah, bring them back from Kentucky and use it for my farm.
Will you bring them back on the train, or will you drive them up?
We'll ride them up.
A little bit afraid during this Civil War that might be a tough road?
Well, that's why I got my sidearm here.
And all these Union troops?
Well, the Union troops are here to protect us, sir.
All right. Thank you. And your name is?
My name is Tony. Tony.
Tony, nice meeting you.
Now there is all coming up here for a white. Oh, I'm more white guy to the old country. Yeah. Her name was Deere. Her name is John. John Deere down the road. You can try it. When I say that, I don't get it. Okay, well, sir. How are you doing? Good. I'm doing pretty good. Are you learning this video? You like to say that? That's good.
Now there's a carpetbagger. You can tell that by the fact he's carrying a carpetbagger.
What would be this fancy contraption this youngin's got here? Secret spice. Is this an English or a French prototype? Oh, you don't know. There's something mysterious about that.
I can usually smell rebels, but they might have put the bad
Spy. I think he is a spy. Hey, Yank! I think he's gonna spy here. He's writing things down here on this thing. On this little thing he's writing it down. I think he's a spy.
Well, thanks for the help.
I heard you say that your brother was here on board.
I can tell that's a trustworthy.
Yes, sir.
It's awful strange. He doesn't have an accent like that.
11 Mason Railroad, and it appears to me we've got added security today.
Yes, sir. My name is Charles. I'm with the 35th OVI. I'm a private. We're taking a load of payroll down to Camp Denison, and they put us on here for fear of some Confederate raiders.
Are they up here? Have there been things that they're
Morgan and his men have been up and about, so a few of them got away. They didn't capture them all up in Meigs County, so we're still trying to keep them pinned down and keep them away from the civilian population.
How long have you been in the Army?
Since the Great War. I took the long walk with Winfield.
Really?
I've been in the military longer than most people have been in books.
You know, a lot of people I see are conscripts, but you're actually a full-time soldier.
Yes.
Well, that's great. Thank you for being on the train today. I feel much secure.
That'll be a line to the south.
Okay, we're going along. You can see here that this track doesn't get used a whole lot. I guess in Civil War times there wasn't a lot of traffic. And there's been some rumors that there might just be some rebs somewhere along the way. And I don't know, but it appears there might be some kind of obstruction coming along the track, or there's a problem because I'm hearing the soldiers start to move. We might have some trouble going on.
Okay, I want one down each side of the tracks, okay? Lay down on that side. Nick, right here.
What do you boys think's gonna happen?
I don't know. I think we got, I don't see an obstruction, but I'm just going to walk the boys down the trail a little bit just to make sure there ain't nothing.
There are no rebs out here, are there?
I don't think there would be.
I don't smell any.
I don't smell none either.
It appears that we've had a bit of trouble here. There's some significant signs. Looks like we got an impasse here. Holy smoke! Got rebs coming out of the trees.
Hey, back up.
Hold right there now.
Come back up here.
Put them guns over
We hear y'all got some money on this train.
There's no money on this train.
This is
I don't believe that.
There's no money on here.
There's no money.
I've never believed
This train.
This train?
My train.
Okay.
This word is a gentleman.
You got women and children on there?
Got lots of them.
Y'all got shoes on?
We've got
Most
nothing
of
for the war effort on there.
Good enough. We take shoes.
Well, you need them.
Yep, we need them. Need lots of shoes.
You look good in them high heels.
That's how I can sell them.
Appears they're going after the shoes on the train.
High heels.
Yep.
Get it moving.
I know you got money on that train.
There is no money on the train. I keep telling you, we do not have money on this train.
We believe
are
our
just going to Fort
information
Denison just to do some recruiting. We have no money on this train.
We believe that more than a Yankee lie.
Get in there.
So, let's go.
I'm an officer. You can trust me.
Those are famous words.
There's rumors of money on this train.
Clicked again.
Oh, thanks.
Clicked again.
I thought there was no money on the train. Other sympathizers.
like the Rebs have the upper hand for a moment. Conductor's going to get back on. They're not paying any attention to me, so I guess I'm all right. Being part of the news media, they're going to leave me alone. One of the Yanks tried to hide. We found him.
Keep on going, old man.
Oh, my. All the people had their hands up. They're all...
Don't worry, folks. We won't be hurt. You know, we just want to come and get the bag.
Looks like that.
We're not here to hurt anybody. We just want the bag of money.
So our money is okay and our persons are okay.
That's right. We wouldn't be here to do that to you.
Looks like that farmer and his son we saw earlier are actually copperheads.
Now, what
How you doing? How old are you? 9 and a half. I was there 1 year. Just 1 year I was 9 and a half. No. You know, when I was 9, I was working in the coal mine.
Oh my goodness!
Very dark.
Now we see what side he's really on. Look at that! Look at that belt! Look at that belt! Yes, sirree. That's the CSA if I ever saw one.
Yes, sir.
I think you can. You're just pulling my leg. Yeah. Who would this lovely
One of
lady
them
be?
copperheads we heard about?
That's your aunt?
No, sir, I see that. I moved from Ireland to escape one form material, and he came over here and discovered another. So I'm really continuing my fight for tomorrow, right?
Oh, so you're Irish by birth, and now you're in the Confederate Army.
Yeah, I guess you could say it that way. We came over looking for something better, but we just found the exact same thing. Boat over there, why not fight over here?
Now I see that you're in charge of this train, engineer. You know, it's kind of strange back here in Civil War times to see a lady running the train. Is that because all the men are off fighting the war?
They're all fighting the war, and I'm a Southern sympathizer that infiltrated the North.
Oh, so that's why you stopped this train and let those people on.
Absolutely.
Oh, you know, this could be kept and used in your trial. Remember, that came later, didn't it?
That's all right. Johnny Reb is going to triumph.
Johnny Reb's going to triumph, huh?
Yes.
Green banners, switch a line for the main.
Line for the main.
Then we have a fellow over here who was the conductor.
I'm Jim Carson. I'm the passenger conductor in charge. Actually, I report to Stephanie, and the other conductors report to me.
And what did you think when you saw all these Confederate troops coming out of the woods?
I thought, oh no, stinking rebels.
We should have
Probably
kept
from
on
Texas.
So I got an engineer who's a Southern sympathizer and a head conductor who's a staunch blue belly.
I'll have to straighten her out. I'll take care of that later.
Well, we're away for a while, but it looks like the Rebs still have control of the car. One at each end. Well, it appears everybody's quit panicking. They're in good shape. Well, the Rebs have moved us all out of the train. I don't know what's going to happen here, but as you can see, people are kind of milling around, and they got some seats. That was kind of nice of them to have for us. I guess we'll just have to sit here until somebody from the train tells us.
I think we're going to have enough shade for everybody if you choose to sit. Let them know how much you enjoyed it. Comments from our passengers have always been excellent. This is one of my 2 favorite events we do all year. This one, this is going back to Richmond, Virginia.
Next show we get our house. We'll do that. Wasn't easy trying to smuggle these guns on there with all those bloody Yanks in there.
Skirmish line, skirmish line.
Looks to me like the Union's coming back, trying to take some more of their property back. Here comes some Union cavalry over the hill.
Which one will?
That was the young Irish boy that was on the train with us. He said his brother was a Blue Belly.
Get back in line, Soldier Union! My brother! Get back in line! Brother? Yeah. How did it come to this? I don't know. Tell Mom and Dad to see them before I do. Then I love them. See you again. You're not going to actually. Oh! Get back, boys! Hey, what's coming to ride? Come on, 10 paces more! Ready? One! On! Yeah! Got one! Man down! Sergeant! Man down! I want that open. Hey, guys, fire independently. Fire at will.
The medic taking care of the people. You might have noticed him on the train where he had the blood in his mouth. The saber duel 2 against 1.
Drive my brother! Go up! Oh my God! I think that's I know. That guy died. I know. I like this. Yeah, the picture in front of me.
time for the surrender. The money's been retrieved, and the passengers are all going to be released.
What do we want to do in a couple minutes here is have a word of silence for all the veterans, past, present, and future, that have sacrificed their lives and through their dedication in the military that they've preserved this country into what it is today to keep the freedoms that we have. I'm the event coordinator for this thing, and we should be back next year also to have this thing again, so keep watching on these guys' website, LM&M Ranch. We've enjoyed it. So at this time we'd like to have a word of silence.
Over 12, with the parental permission, I'll let you shoot my gun. By the way, to be in the Civil War, you had to have at least 2 teeth, opposing teeth, because you had to be able to tear the cartridge. The other thing is you had to have at least 3 out of these 5, because you had to be able to hold the weapon, fire the thing, and pull the hammer back. Oh, that's a sissy one. In here. Fire the hole! Now, tell you what. First thing I want you to do is this. Don't put your finger on the trigger. Let me call out fire in a hole, and then I'll let you fire. All right? Don't put your finger on the trigger. All right. Ready? Fire in a hole! Pull it.
Bob on a horse.
Yeah, here we
That's
are.
something you won't see very often.
Kind of an unusual Civil War outfit, isn't it?
And there really isn't anybody leading the horse either. That's well, wait a minute. There's the direction.
There are 2 horses rear ends.
Yeah.
Right. You know, during the battles, it was sad because brothers were against brothers all throughout the Civil War, and this was no different. We have the O'Reilly brothers, both from Ireland, of the same parents, and here they are, one wearing a gray uniform and the other wearing blue. Now, why is it you're wearing the blue uniform?
Because when I first got on the ship, come to America, I seen the Union Army, and they're recruiting people, and I said, well, I guess I'll join the Union. I went there and joined the Union with them.
So this is really, you're in the Army now for the same reason many young people are joining the Army today?
Yes.
It was 3 squares and a job?
It was a job. I got a place to stay and a place to live and free food.
So, you know, I was talking with the other O'Reilly brother here, Sean. Sean, why is it that you joined the Gray? Because there certainly were no Gray recruiters standing there when you got off the boat.
No, there definitely wasn't. I think it was mostly because especially seeing how things were in Ireland way back before we came over. Yeah, the government told you what you could do and what you could not do. It regulated, you know, who you could associate with, who you could trade with. And I think that's mainly why I went, is because I don't think anybody has the right to tell me who I am, who I'm not allowed to associate with. I don't believe that the government should be able to pass laws over people without their consent. If they feel that it is not just, that they should not have to adhere to.
Rise up. Well, there you have it. 2 different people of the same family, the O'Reilly brothers, Sean and his brother, one in gray, one in blue. One, it was a great job. He could go to the Army, get 3 squares. And the other, because he just felt that he needed an opportunity to have a country that was destiny for himself, rather than the government telling him how to do it. We see that today, and unfortunately, we may see these two brothers on a battlefield facing each other. Thank you, gentlemen, for your service on both sides. This is something you're not going to see very often. We've got Union cavalry here. Now, did they issue you your horses, or did you have to bring your own?
For the Federal, they issued the horses. The Confederates had to bring their own, but the Federals, they issued.
So if you were a Confederate and you didn't have a horse, you walked?
Right. You became infantry. They gave you 30 days to find another horse if your horse was killed or injured in battle and couldn't be used.
Really?
But with the Federals, they supplied your horse. If you lost it, they just supplied you another one.
Well, gentlemen, thank you for your reenactment. You as the medic.
Yes.
Is that what you're going to have? Speak up as loud as you can, because I got all this other room to cover. On the field of battle, we saw you as the medic.
That's correct.
Do you do this regularly?
Frequently, but not regularly. My normal reenactment is Confederate Marine Corps.
Confederate Marine Corps?
Yes, sir.
And you're a Marine Corps medic in the Confederate Army?
No, the Marines never had medical. They used Navy. Same as today.
Okay.
Marines have never had